Hello, Venetia's cuties. I think cuties and lovelies. I don't know if I'm going to say cuties, Venetia's cuties, or Venetia's lovelies. I don't know, but it's going to be like that, you know. So I remember, like, when I was younger, I always loved nature, you know, like, love nature. Like, I can live in the wilderness, you know, because that's how much I love plants and all these things for nature, you know, the animals and how they start hunting at a certain time and stuff like that, right? So I usually love trees. The trees was like the most thing to like live in, right? I always wanted like I think like a play area or like uh a tree home or something like that. I don't know, but I always wanted it. But my parents didn't want to like make me a little tree house, right? So I started just to climb trees and just sit there, you know, and look like around like where I'm very high, you know, because I'm high from the floor and I'm on a tree, right? And I always like looking at little things like that and seeing what kind of plants. I love just loving like I just love history and like the science for plants. That how the plants can, if you cut off like a branch, would it grow back, or it will like produce more plants substitute, you know. So I love doing those kind of things, right? So one time this tree got like a little like a cut right there, right? Or it was like not like it didn't have like a cut or anything like that on the tree or anything like that, but it just looked like it needed like more like moisture or like plant food, like the root, I think it was the roots food. I don't remember if it was the roots food or something like that, you know. So I was a gardener, you know, when I was younger. I don't know if I even knew I was a gardener before I started to like garden now, but like when I was younger, and my mom always like, she always liked mangoes, right? So I was in this other house, right? And so my mom always buy mango fruit, right? So it was like maybe like not 16 dozen mangoes, but it was like 2 bags of mangoes seeds which she already ate, right? And I was like, why would you throw it away and I can plant it, right? So I picked up the bag, you know, and I went behind the house and started to like put the seed in there and water it every day. And then I like put like other stuff into it so it will like actually grow, right? I didn't know that you can like cut the little not like the skin off of the mango off the seed. I didn't know that at the time, right? So I just put the seed and the skin inside there, right? So I did that, and I made maybe like 16 to 21 little trees of mangoes, right? And some idiot told me that it would take a whole century to like grow one tree, you know? And I was like, I didn't believe him because he was like mentally challenged. So I was like, I didn't believe him. So I was like, whatever, you know, I'm not gonna listen to you. My trees are gonna plant and they're gonna survive and they're gonna be so beautiful. My mom is gonna be so happy that she don't have to go to the store and buy mangoes. She can just pick it out of her house, right? Or behind her house, right? So it was maybe not even like, I think it was like maybe like half of 2 weeks it started to sprout, right? And I was like, what is this growing out of the floor, right? And then I remember I was like, didn't I plant the mangoes, you know? So I remember that I planted it and they were sprouting really fast, you know, like I didn't put it too deep into the ground, but I didn't put it too high out of the ground. So it started to sprout, and maybe like 2 or 3 months, it was like maybe like 3 feet. 3 feet out of the ground, and then it was started to sprout and it was getting bigger and bigger, right? And then we had to leave, and I didn't put it too close to the house. It was not close to the neighbor's fence either, so it was like that, right? So it actually grew, and it was like very big. And then we had to move from that house, and I found back they cut down all the trees, so it's not there anymore. Like I just got to